I, a 35-year-old man, discovered that my 30-year-old girlfriend, who works as a counselor at a methadone clinic, was cheating on me with one of her patients. I apologize for the lengthy explanation, but I'm seeking an unbiased perspective from individuals who aren't directly involved. For context, I work in IT, and my girlfriend is a counselor. A few weeks ago, she went out with her brother to the city fair after months of not doing so. They were together until midnight, and when her brother briefly left for the bathroom, she disappeared. He tried contacting her multiple times and even sent her a GPS request, but she either ignored or declined them. I was at home taking care of our children, who were asleep. Around 3 a.m. she arrived home drunk. I sensed something was amiss since she didn't greet me as usual and went downstairs to the bedroom without acknowledging me. The following day, I questioned her about the events, and she claimed she had met up with a coworker for a bonfire. Although there were some inconsistencies, I chose to overlook them and move on. In the days that followed, she requested that I stop bringing her lunches to work, something I had been doing for a year or two, and made her friends list on social media private, only allowing mutual friends to see it. These actions raised my suspicions, and when I confronted her, she shut down the conversation, asserting her innocence. As the next week arrived, I decided to take action, recognizing that I would be deemed either wrong or justified based on the outcome. I had access to her Facebook login details and set up an old phone with location sharing activated, which I then placed in her car. When the weekend arrived, she mentioned plans to visit the beach with a female friend she only communicated with on Facebook. Upon checking her messages, I found no evidence of communication with this friend. Confronting her about her blatant lie led to her labeling me as a creep and an asshole. I left, leaving her to care for our children. The very next day, we talked and somewhat resolved our issues. She invited me to join her at the beach. To playfully address my concerns about her whereabouts, she sent me Snapchat pictures at each stop she made, including the mall and a tanning salon. However, as the day progressed, she stayed out until 9:30 p.m. without updates and later went to a restaurant without sending any further updates. This prompted me to take on the role of a private investigator. I used my parents' car to park nearby, observing the entrance of the establishment. Eventually, I witnessed her leaving with a man, and I confronted them. There were no tears, apologies, or denials. I researched the man on Facebook and found his name, discovering his criminal record involving battery, domestic issues, meth possession, disorderly conduct, and more. I learned that he had been her patient for 6 months. Now I'm grappling with the temptation to seek revenge, which includes reporting her actions to her supervisor and potentially having her counseling license revoked. I'm struggling to find reasons why I shouldn't pursue this course of action, aside from the fact that we share 2 children together.